Everybody, welcome back to my winter and Christmas series. Today I am going to be using dips from Kande Dips. I'm going to be using this Moonlit Rose from her new Rose Gold collection. I'm also going to be using Chrome from the anniversary box. These are the two colors that I'm going to do. I just felt that I wanted to do something a little bit different, and rose gold and navy look so good together. So the chrome that I'm going to be using was in the box, so it is kind of exclusive to the box. It's going to be it was exclusive, but she decided to release it for me. Since I was going to be showing y'all how beautiful it is, she just had to release it mainline. Also, I'm going to be using the 915 Aesthetics liquids because I am obsessed with them lately. Also, chrome works amazing with this matte top coat that I'm going to be using, and I will show y'all how amazing it really is once we get there. But I'm also going to be using my stuff from Liquid Layers. I mean, look at how gorgeous they are. This hand rest, if y'all do not buy anything else from Liquid Layers, you need this single bottle holder and the hand rest. That is my favorite duo for doing my nails. Also, I went ahead and I put peel base underneath, well, on top of my tips so that it will be underneath my dip so that I can pop the color off quickly and change my manis to get this series done for y'all. I do wear them for like a day or two after this, so some of my videos are going to be on press-ons like I had mentioned before, but it is what it is. Some of the press-ons may make it on my nails, some of them may not, but that's the nature of doing this series, to show y'all everything. I mean, eventually I'm going to wear those press-ons, but just maybe not for this series. So now I'm going to start with the Moonlight Rose first, just because I want to get my glitter knocked out. I dumped a little bit out in the container first, just because I just wanted to get those chunky pieces out of the way, because I did not want a whole bunch of chunky stuff on the bottom. I wanted to pick up a bunch of the smaller glitters and a lot of the navy dip in there. I'm out of breath, y'all. I don't even know. I just did my hair and I'm out of breath. But we're going to keep going with this voiceover anyways, because it is so pretty. I mean, it's pretty basic as far as the application goes in the beginning. If y'all have seen any of my videos before, y'all know that I kind of just go with just the regular dip process. I'm using basic dip base. I'm doing like a chunky glitter method I've shown before. I did pour over the first layer on the pinky because I wanted to show y'all the difference of either dipping in or pouring over. Now, a lot of people like to pour over, especially chunky glitters, because you don't want to pick up a whole lot on your first layer, because as you dip in, especially a chunky glitter, you will cause it to be thicker. I guess you could say the nail and the color to be thicker on the nail. And I mean, that's not what we want. Well, not what I want. If you want that, then you go for it. But I like my nails to kind of stay on the thinner side since I already have tips on. So I don't want them to be super thick and bulky. So with this one specifically, it's not a full chunky glitter because it's got different size glitters. It's got some bigger ones. It's got foils, a whole bunch of different things in there. So it's not going to be as thick as it would with if it was just all a chunky glitter. But that's the difference when you lay in or when you pour over. I'm also going to add this glitter on the thumb as well. And if y'all notice on my right hand, I'm wearing the finger cots instead of a full glove. Sometimes my hands just get way too hot in a full glove. So I've started just wearing a finger cot on the fingers that could potentially touch my other hand, especially when doing chunky glitters. This is like a super awesome way to not have to wear a whole glove, because when my hands get hot, it just is too much sometimes. So this is such a good way to still not touch the product, but still not touch the product itself, but still push down your chunky glitters or wipe up your gel that may seep around the edges if you happen to use your fingernail to do that. The finger cots are really protective so that you can still have more motion with your hands. And so for me, sometimes with the gloves, they're like slick, so I'll drop a lot of things. But this is a way to still have your hand breathe and not be in the glove, especially if you're doing a lot of things, or if you're swatching, or if you have the tendency to touch your glitters and push them down with your fingers. This will help you not have to like file off your skin at the end. So I got that done. I'm going to go ahead and do a second layer off camera because it is not necessary to show y'all what I just did twice. I got all of the stuff where I really wanted all the glitters placed where I wanted them. And now I can go ahead and take off these finger cots because I do not need them anymore. I don't usually touch my nails when I do a solid or a shimmer. And here is what the color looks like. Blue Ridge is a navy that I'm going to be pairing with it. Now it looks really light when it's in the jar, but once you put it on your nails and you activate it, it goes to like a deep navy, which is another reason why I always say that swatching is so important, because it may look the dip powder may look one color in the jar, but when you get to put it on your nails and you activate it, it could turn a different color and sometimes could end up not matching or not working with the color that you had picked out. So I always suggest swatching just so you can kind of see. I mean, I personally try to keep up on my swatching. Sometimes I fall behind, but if you don't swatch all of your stuff, at least swatch it on a small swatch stick before you do your nails, just so you can make sure that it's the color that you want. That is just a me thing, just something that I'm suggesting just because it could help. I know people that don't swatch and they just risk it. Sometimes I do, but with colors like this, you will notice the difference in the color. Also, when you are applying your base coat, you just want to be really careful to not touch your skin with it, because wherever you touch your skin, the powder will dry on the skin. And when you go to scrape it off, you could potentially like pull up a piece of your skin, especially with the sensitive skin around your cuticles and all that. You just don't want to be peeling. It's like peeling super glue off your nails. Or off your skin. It's not really a fun thing to be doing. And I have done it several times. So you just want to be really careful. And also, if you're really gentle with your placement, then you have less filing later. So I'm going to go ahead and do a second layer and get that out the way. I literally just did the same thing twice. Here's what you're looking like. Yes, I ended up getting a splotch of white in there. Sometimes the dip powder, I didn't shake it as good as I should have or crush it up, but sometimes there can be little spots. But we're going to cover it with a snowflake, so it will be fine. But here's what I mean about the dip powder getting darker. Look at how much darker that turned, and it stays that color. So it is like a ton of shades darker when you activate it than when you just dip it by itself and look at it in the jar. When you activate it, it changes it to be like a really dark navy color. So super important. Also, while the dip powder is activating and drying, sorry, my baby woke up from her nap, I think. While the dip powder is activating and getting harder, what I like to do is I like to go ahead and just file the edges, especially around the cuticle line, so that I can make sure that nothing hardens on the skin. And as it is getting harder, I like to just make sure that I get enough off so it doesn't get super hard and I cut my skin when I'm going to file. So I just like to do the cuticle line and a little bit of shaping up. But I did not need to do much filing with this. This is literally all the filing that I did. I'm showing it on camera, which I usually don't, but this is all I do most times when my application is like really, really good. So that is all you should need to do if you get a really good application. I also did not clear encapsulate my glitter. Sorry, my baby is up from her nap and she's getting juice with Daddy. So her little voice will be in the background. And then I do a little bit of a buff because I am doing chrome on top of these nails. So I don't want any bumps or lumps, because when you go to do chrome on top, you just want to make the nail as smooth as possible. Even if you're just doing a little bit of chrome, you just want to make sure that wherever the chrome could possibly be touching, like we're just going to do snowflakes, you just want to make sure that it looks nice. So now I'm going to go ahead and just wipe off the residual dust that happens to be on my nails after filing so that I can go ahead and get to doing my chrome stuff. But first, I'm going to go ahead and put a base coat on all of my nails because I like to make sure a base coat will help make sure it is really smooth. Then I'm going to put this amazing matte finish top coat. I only use this when I chrome because it is perfect. I'm going to put it on the 2 nails that I'm going to put chrome on, and then I'm going to gel top coat the other 3 nails so they can be finished. All right, so here we are. I wipe off the 2 blue nails with some alcohol before I get into the chroming. But now we are going to do that. I am going to use this No Cleanse top coat. It is perfect for chroming because I found the sweet spot of when it goes in the lamp and how to chrome it and look nice. So what I do is I'm actually going to make a snowflake. Now it's super hard to see when it is clear, so I do apologize for it not being able to see the snowflake, but I'm just doing a dot snowflake like I did in a previous video. I'm just doing the same snowflake. The only difference is that instead of using white gel polish or sugaring it, I'm going to be chroming it this time. So I'm going to take my brush and I'm just going to pull the dots through. So I'm just going to start at the middle and I'm just going to pull a line through each dot so that it makes like a snowflake. And then what I'm going to do is throw it in the lamp I do about 15 seconds for this particular top coat. That's my sweet spot with this top coat, is 15 seconds for the chrome to be like perfect. And then y'all will see how easy it chromes and like how good the chrome is, but also how it does not stick to this top coat. I have used so many top coats and I have struggled with chrome for so long that I would get so frustrated that it did not work. So I'm going to show y'all my whole process for doing this, because I just feel like some people give up on chrome because it just gets everywhere, it sticks to the base and all the things. But I want to show y'all just how easy this is. Now it's going to go on to the nail. I'm just going to rub it on like I would naturally do a full chrome nail. I'm going to rub it onto all the spots that have the clear top coat. And once I've finished getting it how I like it, I'm going to use a little duster brush and dust off the excess. And now I want y'all to look at it. It just stuck to the places where I had the top coat. Isn't that so cool? And I wanted to turn on the flash so that y'all could see the flash on my camera so y'all could see how it looked. Now I'm going to go ahead and do another snowflake on that finger because I felt like I just wanted to do a smaller one near the tip. I do the same style snowflake. I'm going to try to do other snowflakes in this series to show y'all different ways to do snowflakes and also different types of snowflakes that are easy to draw, because I'm all about beginner friendly, easy snowflakes and stuff to draw, because I do not like to make things too complicated when it comes to nail art, as far as putting it on my nails and being able to get out the door with a quick mani. I had a hair on my brush that I was just like not happy with, and it was making my nail art look funny. So there's that. I got it all, I got the hair off, and I just pulled the dots through. Like, I just love this look for a snowflake. It's just super simple, super cute, and honestly, you really can't mess it up. So, I mean, I like a design that you can't mess up, because, I mean, who doesn't like that kind of design? I have been dabbling in other art that I'm going to be working on after this series is over, just practicing. I'm going to throw a couple of single portraits in here of like Christmas things, but it'll be fun. It'll be easy. I'll keep it simple so y'all can recreate it as well. I'm going to keep my hard stuff for later. Now all I'm doing is the same thing. I just flash cured for 15 seconds, rubbed the chrome on, and look at that. It just stayed where I put it. Like, there's no chrome on any other part of the nail, just the parts where I put the top coat. And I felt like it looked kind of plain, so I just decided to throw a couple of random dots on there so we could chrome those as well, because I just felt like it was just needing something a little bit extra. So I just threw a couple of dots of top coat on there, and then I'm going to put my hand back in the lamp for 15 seconds, and I'm going to chrome those dots, because it just adds that little bit extra. Y'all see at the end, I'll put a picture for y'all. But all I'm going to do is chrome those, and the chrome is not sticking to anywhere. Like, I'm literally putting the chrome on the whole nail, and it's only sticking to the places that have that. So this top coat from Simple Elegance, I will link it in the description box. They didn't pay me to say this. It's not an ad for them, but this is for all those people that struggled with chrome for so long and just haven't figured out what to use as a base. This top coat is what to use as your base, because it did not stick to anything else. So just throwing that out there. If you would like to dabble in chrome and just chrome designs, this is the way to go for sure, because I have tried so many other things, and this is the one that I just always go back to because it just works so good. All right, moving along, we are going to add snowflakes onto the middle finger as well. I just decided to do one snowflake kind of off center and a little bit bigger. I should have put it centered, but I didn't really want it to be centered. It looked kind of weird in my pictures, I guess you could say, because it looked like it kind of wanted to be center, but I wanted to make the snowflake just a little bit bigger to show you that you can do however many dots you want to do. In the snowflake, you can make your snowflakes whatever you want, and you can even create your own nude design with a snowflake. So it's really up to you, whatever you want to do. I mean, because no two snowflakes are going to ever be the same, and no two snowflakes are the same, they say. So it's really kind of whatever you want to do. And I do plan to try to do different designs. I've seen so many awesome ones when I look on Pinterest and stuff, as far as like different snowflake designs. There's also so many ways you can do the same thing. So it's just really whatever you want to do. But I do the same thing. I put all of my dots out, and you see they're not really moving, so you don't want a top coat that's going to be runny and moving. You want one that's just going to kind of stay put. And then you just take your liner brush and you just pull from the center and drag through the center of all the dots that you just made. And you can make the line however long you want, but I choose to not really make them that long. I just bring them to like a point at the end, and then that is all that I really do. I used to be really scared to draw snowflake designs because I always thought that I couldn't do it, but I said, what the heck? We're going to try anyway. And I'm so sorry I'm out of frame on this one. I tried to zoom in so y'all could see, and I totally went out of frame, but it is what it is. Y'all got the gist of what I'm doing. And then I just decided to throw some extra dots on there just because I just felt like it needed that something extra. I mean, it looks fine at the end. So now we're going to just throw it in the lamp for 15 seconds. And now we're just going to chrome the snowflake. My baby is so sad. Sorry, y'all. She was starting to get loud. She was not happy at the moment. She just got up from her nap. So she was not a happy camper. All right. Daddy took her into the other room. So we're going to finish up this voiceover real quick before I got to go to work. So now I just chromed the nail and wiped all the excess off, and y'all see the chrome did not stick anywhere else. Like I left the flash on so y'all could see, but the chrome did not stick anywhere else. It only stuck where I put that. And like, look at how cool that looks. Now I'm gonna go ahead and use my base coat that I use when I do chrome, and I'm gonna put the base coat on, and then I'm gonna go ahead and top coat the nails as well, because I just wanted to go ahead and knock that out. And here's what they look like all finished. I wanted to just use alcohol to just wipe off the excess chrome or anything that's like extra, any dip powder or anything, but I think this looks super cute. It was just something I wanted to try because I had never done it before. So I really hope y'all enjoyed the design. I hope y'all give it a try. Here's what it looks like with the flash. I'm going to throw a couple of pictures at the end for y'all that y'all can see in slow-mo and better lighting. But thank y'all so much for hanging out with me and spending some of your day with me today. I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will catch y'all on the next video.